Hi everyone.
Hi. Okay, my dear students, actually we are here, the team Excel Science Department is here to discuss the solutions for our mock quest series. And you are very familiar with the series actually throughout the year, and this year onwards we are introducing a new series named mock quest series. And you know that all of you are familiar with when school wise you can see mock quest series are conducting here, and today we conducted one test here in Excel, and you know that is mock quest series, and just prior to your examination, and today and now we are going to discuss the solutions of the topic or of the exam mock quest. And myself Anish, the biology faculty, and this is my friend Mr. Mahesh, the chemistry faculty, and this is Rafi sir and my physics faculty, and we are discussing the questions one by one. And first of all,
Students are maybe very excited to
very much excited
to see the answers, how it is.
Just recently they completed their exam, right?
Okay. Maybe it's their first experience.
Yeah, first experience.
They were entering to the 10th standard.
And this is just a beginning only, sir.
Okay.
Continue till the end. Okay.
Till the end. And
the end,
throughout your examination, throughout your year, my dear students, we, the team Excel, is always with you, my dear students. So please subscribe our channel, my dear students, and lot of new informations are there. And still, after the exam, we got the students are making some small mistakes. All mistakes and everything will be cleared by the teachers.
So if you lose like any question, don't worry about it. Just go through the solutions, and your school exams are coming only, so you can understand like whatever the mistake you done, you can rectify that. Okay.
And here we are discussing exact marking scheme described by board. Okay, that will help you a lot. Okay. So, Rafi sir will start.
Okay.
So we can discuss one by one. So Rafi sir,
yeah,
you can start with physics.
I can start. Yes. Okay, everyone. So hopefully you see this question number 1. Let's see the question number 1. A concave mirror of focal length. You can read these questions. I think pen is not needed for solving these questions. You might solve this one with the calculations. So that is a wrong perspective to do the MCQ questions for this especially. If you are approaching this question is like a mathematical way, then it's not the right approach. I will tell you the right approach here. See this one. I can mark the options very quickly here. Even it's a numerical. A concave mirror of focal length is 20 centimeter. Focal length is 20 centimeter. An image having twice the size of the object, that's also given. And for the virtual position, this is the matter, okay? Virtual position. See this one, the word. Virtual positions. When we get virtual image, when object is between pole and focus. What's the focus here? 20 centimeter. So definitely the between pole and focus means object distance is lesser than the focus. So object distance is lesser than the focus. Which reading is lesser than 20 here? Come on guys, it is option C. That reading only lesser than 20. Okay, if you have done this right approach, this way you are done, then you are really genius. You are a quality student. I will tell you the other way also here very quickly, how to do like a numerical. You understood what I said the first one? Once again, let me repeat. Here it is a concave mirror, and this is the pole, and this is the focus. Here we record what? Virtual image. You know, where we have to keep the object to get virtual image, object should be between P and F. Definitely, you know, this distance is what? Question it is given, 20 centimeter. So definitely this object distance you can see between 0 and 20. Which reading is satisfying between 0 and 20? Only one option. So option C is the right answer. Got it? So this is the right time, only getting very lesser time to solve these questions. So this is the right approach. I will tell you the hint in which if questions comes in 2 mark, numerical approach, if option is not there, then how do we solve this one? How can we get 10 centimeter? I will tell you that idea too. So here's the concave mirror. So it's the method number 1, method number 2. Concave mirror focal length is how much here? 20 centimeter. So it's a minus, right? Concave mirror focal length is negative. You guys know that. And having twice the size of the object. So magnification will be 2, right? Twice magnified. And since it's a virtual, so magnification is positive. That's fine. And what's the question asking? Position of object. U is asking. You might get the idea how to solve this. M, what's the magnification formula of the mirror? Minus V by U. Minus V by U. Alright. Which is equal to 2. From here, you will get V is equal to minus 2U. Right? So if you substitute V is equal to minus 2U in mirror formula, 1 by V is equal to 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. If you substitute this V value over here and focal length is given, then you can solve that U. That is like the numerical, like a 2 mark question if this asked. Here it is asked like an MCQ. I given the first approach is the right one. In case if you can also practice a numerical. In case you feel not getting the answer correctly, you can contact me. And you can put the in the comment box. If you are not getting the answer, which is exactly 10 centimeter, you can contact me. All right, that's fine. You are done, right? Yes. Let's look at the second question. Second question also is one of the previous year questions. It's also easy approach. Something is there in the M. What is there not given? Is it concave or convex? It's a confusion. That's easy. Diagram, no? So this is the object. It's object. The image is marked like this. What do you feel about the image? Is the image is like a small or big? Sir, the image is big, right? And where the image is formed? Behind. Virtual. So virtual image enlarged. Tell me the mirror then. Concave mirror is the answer. Concave mirror. And also where the object is between optic center or it's actually pole, right? Pole and focus. Where will be the image? Image will be behind enlarged. Definitely what is inside the box? Inside the box. It is a concave mirror. Understood this, right? Yes, the two MCQ questions. All right. Then Mahesh sir will continue the chemistry question. Next is chemistry, right, Mahesh sir? Yeah. Okay, you can continue, sir.
Okay, students, welcome. So we are discussing this answer. I think all of you got this answer. So we'll discuss. Which of the following is different from others? Anybody got this answer? See, we will see one by one. Dissolution of acid in water. That's a process. Okay. Dissolution of NaOH in water. NaOH is dissolved in water. Decomposition of ferrous sulfate. We studied what is decomposition of ferrous sulfate. Then decomposition of vegetable matter to compost. See now. This is exactly we discussed in the class. Dissolution of acid in water. See, dissolution of acid in water. Is it exothermic or endothermic? Tell fast. Yes, it is exothermic. Dissolution of acid in water is exothermic reaction. If you are touching the outer surface of the beaker, you can observe increasing temperature. So that is exothermic. Same is the case with the base also. Dissolution of NaOH in water. That also exothermic process. So A is exothermic, B is also exothermic. Decomposition of ferrous sulfate. We know that. We have to apply heat for it. We have to heat ferrous sulfate. So this particular process is endothermic. And decomposition of vegetable matter to compost. That we know that is an important, that is exothermic reaction. So out of this, C is the different one, that is endothermic, and all other three are what? Exothermic reactions. I hope all of you got it, right? Yes, we'll move to the next question. So which of the following is the most reactive method? This is based on displacement reaction. We'll discuss this, okay? How to decide who can displace whom? We know that. We studied reactivity series. There are so many methods. Who can displace who? We know that the more reactive metal can displace the less reactive metal from their solutions, right? Repeating, the more reactive metal can displace less reactive metal from their solutions. See, how to decide which is more reactive and which is less reactive? You can see A2O3 plus 2B giving B2O3 plus 2A, meaning B is displacing A from A2O3. So this reaction indicates B is more reactive than A. So this particular example shows that B can displace A from A2O3 indicates B is more reactive than A. Now here you can say 3CSO4 plus 2B giving B2SO4 thrice plus 3C. This indicates that B is displacing C from CSO4. This indicates that B is more reactive than C, right? B is more reactive than C here. The second one is telling you indirectly that B is more reactive than C. What about the third one? CO, this is oxide of C, CO. So CO plus 2A giving A2O3 plus 3C. This indicates that A is more reactive than C. This is so simple. Here A is displacing C from CO, indicating that A is more reactive than C. A is more reactive than C. Now you got the answer. Compare all these three, right? B is more reactive than A. B is more reactive than C. A is more reactive than C. So we can say B is more reactive than A. Then we are writing together B is more reactive than A. A is more reactive than C. They are asking which is the most reactive metal. The most reactive metal is B. I think all of you got it, right? Okay, so the most reactive metal in the series of reaction, we can deduce it is B. Okay, so we are moving to the next question now. Yes, this is a balancing of reaction. We know that, how to balance a chemical equation. I think this is an easy question. All of you got this answer. Tell me what's the coefficient you got. See, MnO2 plus XHCl giving MnCl2 plus YH2O plus ZCl2. You know the rules of balancing we already discussed in the class. We will start the balancing of atom which differ more. Okay, we can try here. So this is equal to MnO2 plus the question is XHCl giving MnCl2. Yes, MnCl2 plus YH2O plus ZCl2. This is a question. Okay, so we have to balance it. We can balance this reaction. How it is? Yes, we have to balance the atom which differ more, right? Which element differ more? We have to balance that particular atom. Here you can say number of chlorine on LHS is equal to 1. Number of chlorine, here it is 1. Number of chlorine in LHS equal to 1. Okay, number of chlorine in LHS equal to 1. Number of chlorine in RHS equal to, you can say 2 plus 2, 4. So chlorine atom differ more. Okay, so we have to start balancing of chlorine atom. How to balance chlorine? Yes, we can keep in place of X, we can keep 4 here. So it will be 4 chlorine because there are 2 chlorine here, there are 2 chlorine here. We can keep it as 4 chlorine, right? Then whenever we are keeping 4, number of hydrogen become 4. How to make a number of hydrogen 4? Yes, number of hydrogen can be made 4 by putting 2 here, right? Number of hydrogen, you can make it 4 by putting 2 behind water. So the number of hydrogen here, it is 2, right? And we can say the number of chlorine become 4, number of hydrogen become 2. Rest all balance. We got X equal to 4. This was X equal to 4, Y equal to 2. And what about Z? Z is already 1 because there is no other option. Here it is equal to 4 chlorine. Total number of chlorine over here, it is 2 plus 2, 4. And total number of chlorine on RHS is equal to 4. Then it is chlorine is balanced, hydrogen is balanced, everything is balanced. So the answer will be, you can say the option X will be 4, X equal to 4, Y equal to 2, Z equal to 1. So the answer is C. Okay, this is about. So now next question. Yes, the next question Bayosa will discuss. Okay, yes.
Okay. So, my dear students, you know what is this? The chat box is dead, right?
Yeah, you
hey,
can,
Rafi sir, what is
I
this?
think Ani sir, they can give their answer at the first.
Oh,
then we
because
can take
you know, when we are starting the question itself, the first woman who will give the first answer?
We are
The teacher want to give the answer. No, my dear students, you are all our favorite
Everyone,
students.
please come fire on the chat box. Come
Fire,
fast, come
the
fast,
chat
come
box
fast.
should be fire,
Come
right?
fast.
Engage fast.
Engage.
Okay, we want your reply. Okay, fast.
Because
Yes,
you
everyone.
can see that much energy we are delivering in the classroom,
I think
right?
Ani sir, we are just coming after the class, usual class.
Okay.
Still, why we are standing here? Because of that hidden potential from the 10th standard
Yeah.
students. Come and fire on the chat box. With that fire, we will burn here.
Okay.
Come fast.
Okay.
Come fast,
But
come fast.
each and everyone, you are not supposed to sit simply in the class. You
Yeah.
have to participate in the class. Be the part of the class. This is Excel, and you are our favorite students, right?
Yes,
So
Ani
that's
sir,
why.
I think they will fire.
They will do that.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you should continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. And my dear students, you know that, my dear students, you know the physics and chemistry is over, my dear students, and now we are moving into the biology session, right? And biology is more important, right? According to me, biology is more important, but you can see in the beginning, I told what is that physics, chemistry, and biology, we have to score 80 out of 80, right? Then only we will get sent up, right? And here, my dear students, you know, I'm moving into the next question. Before moving into the next question, as you all know that, and you know the last year onwards, you are familiar with a new type of question that is nothing but assertion and reason. And most of the students are having a confusion related with assertion and reason because the thing is very easy, and assertion and reason is also a type of MCQ, but at the same time, it is not like the other MCQ what we discussed before. Because assertion reason is always a confusing one. Why it is a confusing one? First of all, we can discuss the question, then only we will get the answer. And this topic is related with the human body, and human body, the stomach is very important. You know that, and after taking the food is digested in your stomach, right? What type of food is digested in your stomach? How many of you can type your answer, my dear student? What type of food? And there is only one type of food is digested in the stomach, right? What type of food? Is it carbohydrates? No. Is it fat, my dear students? No. What will be the food actually? I think all of you are given the answer, my dear student. It is nothing but the stomach can digest only one type of food, that is nothing but proteins. Okay, and here what is the question you can see? And whenever we take a food or something, food is entering to the stomach and the stomach is producing HCl, right? And we are all taking different types of food and the protein is digested in our stomach. But for digesting protein, which enzyme is required, my dear student? There is an enzyme which is already written on the board, my dear student. It is pepsin. Pepsin, right? And you keep your mind, it is not Pepsi. Hey, it is pepsin, right? N is there, okay? And pepsin, is it active or inactive? As you all know that pepsin is an active enzyme, but it is inactive in the beginning, right? Okay, that is very important, and that is a new thing, I think. And you studied only one word, inactive form. And look at the board, my dear students. Here you can see a diagram. Hey, this diagram is not familiar to you, I think. In the classroom, we didn't discuss this one, and the school also, there is no chance for discussing this topic. What is this one? And when you are looking, you are a little bit confused. But what is the heading? Breakdown of proteins. I already told the stomach, you can see the proteins are digested. Here you can see, what is this one, my dear students? This is a protein. You can see proteins, you can see this is a dietary proteins. What do you mean by dietary proteins? The proteins present in the food and the dietary proteins. Look at the board, the HCl, that hydrochloric acid, that is acid in our stomach. And here this is the enzyme pepsinogen. That's a new term, my dear students. That's a new term. It is pepsinogen. What you studied? You studied pepsin only, but there is an inactive enzyme is there called a pepsinogen, and that inactive enzyme. Look at the board, my dear students. HCl, in presence of HCl, the inactive pepsinogen, and removing one material, inactive pepsinogen is changing into active pepsin. Inactive pepsinogen to active pepsin. What is given in the textbook? Only pepsin. And what is given in the textbook? Only pepsin. But in the board examination, you have to write inactive pepsinogen is converted into active pepsin. And look at the board, that pepsin is responsible for digesting protein. Here the dietary protein, the proteins are, look at the board, digested, right? Simple components, right? You studied proteins into amino acids. Okay, so this is one of the important topic, and you based on that concept, the question, HCl converts inactive pepsinogen into active enzyme pepsin. Is the statement correct or wrong? All of you, please, I want to see the chat box again. Is it correct or wrong? Is the assertion true? Is the assertion true or false, my dear student? It is true. As you all know that the assertion is true. Then what is the next statement? Reason. What is the reason? Pepsin converts proteins into peptone. Peptone means what? For example, if this is the protein, my dear students, if this is the protein, first of all, proteins are converted into an early digested product called peptone. Then only it is converted into amino acid, my dear students. You know that? What is this one? This is the protein and this is the amino acid. In between a material is called peptone. That is also not given in the textbook. Okay, but this type of questions will come, my dear students. So that's why what I told, pepsin converts proteins into peptones, early products of protein digestion, and both are correct. And my dear students, when the two statements, when assertion and a reason are correct, you are more confused. Hey, why you are more confused? If anyone is wrong, no issue, either C or D. But if one is correct, if both are correct, we will be confused. The reason is very simple. Is the reason the correct explanation of assertion? And my dear students, here you can see the reason here, HCl converts here. That is one statement. This is another statement. Two different statements. So that's why. And the answer is, what is that? Both assertion and reason are true. And R is not the correct explanation. Because the first one, HCl converts inactive pepsinogen into active enzyme pepsin. That is something related with its activation. And the second one, that is related with its function. One is activation, other one is related with the function, and pepsin converts protein. Both are totally different statements. So that's why I think most of the students wrote the answer A, but it is not A, it is B. So that's why, my dear students, in I think next examination in your school, assertion-reason questions will be there from physics, chemistry, and biology, right? So that's why you have to take special care when we are dealing with the questions. Okay, so that is about the section A, and I'm moving into the section B, my dear students. That is an easy question. You can see. Point out the difference between nutrition in amoeba and paramecium. You know that the question is difference, not the similarity. So that's why, all of you look at the board, my dear students, here, and I'm going to draw an amoeba, you can see. An amoeba, anyone can easily draw the diagram of amoeba, my dear students. An amoeba, and a paramecium, my dear students. How can we draw a paramecium? Paramecium, the diagram of paramecium. You're very familiar with the paramecium diagram, you can see. And here the paramecium, you can see. Can you say what I am doing now, my dear students? What is this one? What is this one, my dear students? Large number of. Can I have a look at the chat box, my dear student? What is the answer? And before completing this one, can you give me the answer, my dear student? What I am doing now, what I am drawing now, my dear students, large number of hair-like structures are there, and that hair-like structures are called what? Cilia. The officer is giving the answer, right?
Gavinanda said, sir. Gavinanda.
Oh, Gavinanda, it's a right answer. And you can see the cilia. Very good, very good. And that type of names.
Also, sir.
Nabul, very good, very good. And they're all my children, right? So that's why yes, cilia, my dear students. And here, look at the board, my dear students. Whenever a food item is here, what is the question? Write any two differences. One difference, as you all know, that here you can see. What is this one? And I want to ask you one more question, my dear student. The amoeba is developing a structure like this. How many of you can type that answer, my dear student? What is this structure? What is this newly developed structure? And can you say the answer, my dear student? What is the newly developed structure developed by amoeba to engulf the food for phagocytosis? What is that engulfed structure called what? Pseudopodia.
Navy.
Yeah, Nevin, you can see, pseudopodia, my dear students. And this is what we need from you, my dear student. Pseudopodia is the right answer. And here the pseudopodia, using pseudopodia, they are engulfing the food. Hey, they are engulfing the food using pseudopodia. And is there any pseudopodia here? There is no pseudopodia. What they will do, my dear student, using the cilia, and look at the board, my dear student, using the cilia, they are taking the food, and food is moving only through one spot. So what are the two differences? And here amoeba is using pseudopodia, and the paramecium is using cilia. The first difference. And what is the second difference? And amoeba can take food through any surface, my dear student. Amoeba can take food through any surface. If the food is here and the food is moving through this area. If the food is here, through this area. But here one problem is there. If food is there, no, it is not possible to move through this area. Food has to come into this port. If food is here, the food has to come through this port. So there are two differences. Here, any surface, here only through one spot. And these are the two differences. And in examination, draw these two diagrams and explain. Then only you will get full mark, my dear student. 2 out of 2, 100 out of 100. That's what we need, right? Okay, so moving into the next question. Hey, as the diagram itself indicates, it's an officer, right? Okay.
See the question, all of you. Come back. Change your mindset into physics. Yeah, let's see. I hope you solved this question, right? Easy, direct question. Asking for what? Mark the angle of incidence and mark the angle of reflection. And you want to draw the reflected ray. What is ray? It's called paraxial ray, right? Because the ray which is parallel to the principal axis. What type of mirror is one? Convex mirror. What convex mirror will do? Diverges the light ray. So, sir, it diverges the light ray. Light is coming from that side. It is hitting on the convex mirror. After that, what? Look at the boundary of the convex mirror. It's like this. It diverges the light ray. Hopefully, you are no confusion on this. But you want that reflected ray. It's appear to comes from focus. Then you are correct. And don't forget, children, to put the arrowhead, which is leaving. Okay, which is leaving. Did you draw this? Yes, right? Then it has a few more parts there. You want to mark the angle of incidence and angle of the reflection. How did you mark the angle of incidence, angle of reflection? You need normal, right? You need normal. How to draw the normal for a curved mirror? I told you, make a line joining from C to the point of incidence. This will be the normal. How to draw the normal? At any place of the curved mirror, connect a line from the point of incidence to the center of curvature. An imaginary line which is passing through the point of incidence center of curvature is always called what? Normal. That's the property of the mirror, the spherical, the sphere shape. All right, we got the normal. Now this incident ray, this is a normal. So this angle is called what? Angle of incidence. This angle is called what? Angle of reflection. Self-explanatory. I hope you done this all questions. These questions. Yes, Faris bhai. They were put the comment. Are you done this already? Are you done this already correctly like this? Yes, Ani sir?
Yes.
Who are commenting here?
So I think most of the students are there. Serena, Josh, so many students are
Some students are there. Nidhi all commented, right? Yes,
Adinath,
expecting. Adinath also did. Adinath also excellent in biology, also properly comment. Yes, he said all the things were correct. All right. Let's continue then. Let's continue. The B part of the question, one more question again. I hope some of the students feel confusion over this. Let me repeat. AB and CD are the two arcs which is actually taken from a spherical mirror. What the question asking here, you know the relation of the arc here. What is arc AB? Arc AB is half of the CD only. Okay, it's like AB is the brother of CD here. All right, so half of the arc. And what is the ratio of their focal length? What's the ratio of their focal length? My dear children, what is focal length of a mirror depends. Focal length of the mirror depends. Tell me, it is focal length of the mirror depends radius of the sphere. Focal length of mirror depends what? Radius. So look at both of the mirror. Are they having same radius, right? Look at this. What's the radius of this mirror? Radius of curvature. R, if I call R, what's the radius of this one? It's also R. Even the length of the arc is not a matter for the focal length. Radius only depends. So radius is same.
Is it 1:1?
Yeah, it's 1:1. People can, yes, excellent. And these are also learning physics through your comments. Okay, correct only. So the focal length were remain same ratio because radius of curve are same. You got the reason, right? The same concept, they can changes to different manner. Okay, so understand the concept from here. Focal length does not depends on the length of the arc. It depends on the radius. So both of them have same radius. So both of them have same focal length. That's the first part. Are you answering for each part of the question? Then only you will get the mark. Okay. Yes. The state which of the two mirror will always a virtual mirror. Always form virtual image. Sorry, virtual image. Did you identify what's this mirror? Yeah. Where's the silvered part of this mirror? Backside. So convex is this convex mirror, right? No difficulty for this. What is mirror, bacho? It's called a convex mirror because outer side is reflective and other part is silvered. Silvered means what? Silvered is the one of the chemical operation to make opaque side of the mirror. So silvering is another inner side of the sphere. So it's a convex. What about this one? Where is silvered? Outer part. So it's called what? Concave, right? It's called a concave. Tell me which mirror can give a virtual image always? Anisar, read the comment, Anisar. So which mirror can give like a virtual image always? What people say?
AB.
AB is the right answer. AB is the right answer.
Sir,
that's convex
not
mirror.
one students, more than 5 students.
More than students. Yeah, yes, excellent. So it's a convex mirror. Agree, right? Yes, fine. So that means if a tested question also come, you are able to answer. Really excellent. Okay, continue. Yes, continue. I think it's my sir chemistry. Your turn now. Yeah.
Yes, students, welcome back. So this is so easy question to you. I want a response from your side, okay? So this is so easy. Can you read it and tell me what is the answer here? Okay. A diagram is given below, answer the following. So beaker is given. In this beaker you have water and we are adding calcium oxide, okay? So calcium oxide is dissolved in water. On touching the outer surface of the beaker, what you will feel and why? And second one, write the chemical equation of the above reaction and predict the type of reaction. This is an easy one. This diagram is there in the reader. See students, these diagram based questions are coming for the board exam. Okay. So this is an easy question. So we are discussing now. So calcium oxide, right? Calcium oxide is written as CaO. CaO when dissolved in water, what is your answer? Dissolved in water, you will get calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. Okay. This reaction, can you tell me the first answer? I want a response from your side. Anybody tell me fast. On touching the outer surface of the beaker, what you will feel? Anybody can tell me? Yes, waiting for your response. What you will feel? Is there any increasing temperature or decreasing temperature?
So they are telling heat is
exothermic. Okay, very good. The heat is released. This reaction is one of the perfect example of exothermic reaction. See, calcium oxide will react with water to get calcium hydroxide plus heat. You can say during this reaction, heat energy is given out. When heat energy is given out, you can say what you will feel when you're touching the outer surface of the beaker. You can feel increasing temperature or you can feel hot. Okay, that's it. This is equal to number 1 answer. I think all of you wrote this first answer, right? So on touching the outer surface of the beaker, what you will feel? You will feel increasing temperature or you will feel, why? Because the reaction is exothermic. And second one, write the chemical equation of the above reaction. Yes, this is equal to CaO plus H2O giving CaOH twice plus heat. Since it is exothermic, we can write heat. Now tell me, anybody can tell me what's the type of this reaction? I don't want the answer from exothermic. I don't want exothermic and endothermic. Is there any other type? Anybody can tell me fast? Yes, I'm waiting for your response.
Combination.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Radhina,
so,
sir.
very good. So see, this is, yeah, very good. So this is a combination reaction. What's the identity of combination reaction? Tell me. We discussed in the class. How to identify a combination reaction? In all combination reaction, anybody tell me fast? Yeah, combination reaction is identified by single product. You can see there is a single product over here. Calcium hydroxide is a single product. So combination reaction. So the type of reaction here, it is combination reaction. Okay. So I think all of you got it. It is an easy question. So we're moving to the next question, right? Yes. This is very important. This diagram is taken from the reader itself. They may ask questions from diagram. Okay, see now. So they are taking a boiling tube. In this boiling tube, they are taking ferrous sulfate crystals and they are heating it strongly. Some gases are coming out. Something is observed. So let us discuss. Anybody can tell me what's the type of order observed on heating ferrous sulfate crystals? We'll explain here. I want the answer from, I want comment from your side. Tell me fast. Yes. What type of order is observed on heating ferrous sulfate crystals?
Burned sulfur.
Yeah, smell of burned sulfur. We'll discuss one by one. Wait. The order observed here, it is smell of burned sulfur. Then, name the products obtained. We are discussing that reaction. I think all of you know this. Just I'm discussing the answer here. See now, what is ferrous sulfate? Ferrous sulfate crystal, we can say FeSO4 7H2O. This is called hydrated ferrous sulfate crystal, right? Hydrated ferrous sulfate crystal is FeSO4 7H2O. Do you know the color of this crystal? Anybody can tell me what's the color of FeSO4 7H2O? We discussed in the class. Yes, I want a response. Yes, come fast. Tell me fast. Yes, FeSO4 7H2O has green color. It has green color. Okay. So we are heating strongly. Yes, we are heating strongly. It will become FeSO4. FeSO4 plus 7H2O initially, because it will lose the water of crystallization. We discussed in the class. It will lose the water of crystallization and convert it into anhydrous FeSO4. Anybody can tell me what's the color of anhydrous FeSO4? This is equal to anhydrous FeSO4. Okay, anhydrous ferrous sulfate. Anhydrous ferrous sulfate has white color. We know that. Okay, then not over. We are heating it strongly again. So again, we are heating it FeSO4 again, right? On heating further, you will get Fe2O3, Fe2O3 plus SO2 gas plus SO3 gas. This is the equation. Okay, Fe2O3 plus SO2 gas plus SO3 gas. If you're balancing, it will be 2 FeSO4. Further heating, you will get Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. Now we will discuss one by one. The color of Fe2O3. Anybody can tell me fast? Fe2O3, what's the color? Yes, I want a response. Anybody? Tell me the answer. Fe2O3, yeah, very good. It is reddish brown color. Okay. Okay, very good, very good. Reddish brown color. So we will discuss now answers one by one. You know this concept. This is a concept, you know. You know, sometimes what happened, you know, some students may be knowing the concept, but they don't know how to write the answer. You have to write the answer according to the question. Now, first question. So what is the type, what is the order, what type of order is observed in heating? The order means smell, you know that, right? The smell is, it is observed as smell of burnt sulfur. The answer is smell of burnt sulfur. Smell of burnt sulfur, right? Burnt sulfur. This is the answer. Okay, smell of burnt sulfur. Smell of burnt sulfur is due to the formation of sulfur dioxide and sulfur dioxide. We discussed in the class. Next one. Name the products obtained on heating ferrous sulfate crystal. Yes, you will get ferric oxide, then sulfur dioxide, then sulfur dioxide, then sulfur dioxide. 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 Then sulfur dio then sulfur trioxide. That three should be there. Ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide. That's the second answer. You should write the formula as well as name. If you're not writing name, they will cut mark. It should be ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, and sulfur trioxide. Then, what type of reaction is taking place? It's thermal decomposition. We know that we are heating it. It undergo decomposition. This reaction is called thermal decomposition. Okay? The type of reaction is thermal decomposition. It is so easy. Write the chemical equation. Yes, chemical equation you have to write first one as well as second one. If you are not writing first one, they will cut marks. So you have to write first reaction as well as second reaction. I think all of you got it. Okay? So we are moving to the next question. Yes, listen, this is an easy question. I want the answer from your side. Electrolysis of acidified water is given in the diagram below. Answer the following. We know that we studied this, we showed the experiment in the class. This is acidified water. Okay. The number one. What's the use of acidified water? Why we can't use normal water? Anybody? Tell me fast. Yes, I want the answer. Tell me fast. Why? What's the use of acidified water here? Why we can't use normal water? We discussed in the
Lighter
class.
conductor than
Yeah.
water.
So acidified water is a good conductor of electricity. If you're using, actually we are doing the electrolysis of water. We are passing electricity through water. So if you're using pure water is an insulator. If you're 100% pure water is an insulator. Insulator means it cannot conduct electricity. So we are adding acid, and that acid we are adding into water so that it will become conductor of electricity. Do you remember which acid was added there? Anybody can tell me? We added one acid over there. Do you remember? It is not coming here. Anyway, can you tell me which acid is added over there? Tell me fast. Yes, I want your response. What is the use of acidified water? Which acid is added over there?
Sulfuric acid.
Yeah, it is. We are using sulfuric acid. We can't add hydrochloric acid. We have to add sulfuric acid only. So we are which acid is added here? We are using acidified water. One answer. What is the use of acidified water? We are using acidified water to make the water conducting in nature. You can say to increase the conductivity. To increase the conductivity, right? To increase the conductivity. This is the answer. Okay, that's the answer for purpose of adding acidified water. Can you identify A, B, C? I want the answer. What is A? What is B? What is C? Let me explain C first. You know that you may be confused with the C. These two are called C. These two are called in C. We can call it as electrodes. 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 We know that. There are two types of electrode we discussed in the class. This is equal to positive electrode. This positive electrode we call it as anode. Positive electrode is equal to anode. We know that this negative electrode is equal to cathode. So C equal to electrodes, anode and cathode. Better you mention, that's a perfect answer. If you're writing electrode, it's okay. But which is a better answer or perfect answer? Positive electrode is anode and negative electrode is cathode. So C represents anode and cathode. This is equal to anode. This is equal to cathode. So C represents anode and cathode. Okay. Then what is A? We know that the gas obtained at cathode is equal to what? Hydrogen gas. It is hydrogen gas. A equal to hydrogen gas. B equal to, tell me fast. Yes, B equal to what? Tell me. Oxygen gas. We can say B equal to what? Oxygen gas. B is equal to oxygen gas. A equal to hydrogen gas. So A equal to hydrogen gas. B equal to oxygen gas. C equal to electrodes. Positive electrode is anode. Negative electrode is cathode. That's it. Then explain why volume of A is double than that of B. Anybody? We discussed in the class. Explain why volume of A is double than that of B. Yes, tell me. Yeah, we know that we are doing the electrolysis of water. This is water. We are doing the electrolysis of water. We are passing electricity through water. Whenever we are passing electricity through water, water gets decomposed into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. If you're balancing, it will be 2H2O giving 2H2O plus O2 gas. And this is the thing you can say. Whenever we are taking the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water is 2:1. Ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is equal to ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water is equal to 2:1. Remember, okay? That ratio we call it as molar ratio. We studied in the class. So the water contain hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio 2:1. When water undergo decomposition, hydrogen is obtained double than that of oxygen. This gas is, you can see the volume here. The volume over here is double than that of oxygen because water contain hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio 2:1. I hope all of you got it, right? This is a method. So which what's the use of acidified water? We are using acidified water just for increasing the conductivity. What is ABC? We discussed already. Explain why volume of A is double than that of water. Hydrogen gas contain hydrogen and oxygen is present in water in the ratio 2:1. I think all of you got it, right? Okay. Okay, then Professor will come. And
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, then come.
Okay, so it's just a numerical 3-mark questions. Let's see the physics question. So this we were expecting in the last section, 3-mark question is mostly physics part, light part is a numerical and red diagram. Okay, you can expect this question over there. Let's see this question. Every physics question, we can do like a 2 approach. Always have many approaches are there. I will teach you one approach here. Listen to me. An image of an object is formed is mirror is real. Image is real, inverted. Magnification is also how much? -1. So magnification -1 is very, very important case. Okay, magnification -1. What is the meaning of magnification -1? The main thing is mainly object at C, right? What's the magnification -1 means? Image is real. And what's the 1 means? Image is same size. Image is same size. At which position we can obtain that kind of real and same size object? When object is kept at the center of curvature. Hopefully you all know this. When object had kept at center of curvature, we will obtain how much the magnification. How many times it enlarged? It will not enlarge. It will be image appear like same size as that of object. You know this, right? Yes. And if the image is at a distance 40 centimeter, if an object is at C, where will be the image will form? Image will form at C itself, really inverted. Sorry, it will be same size, right? Image will be, this is image, the above one will be object. Image and object position will be coincide. It's a very, very important questions. I hope you see this question, this similar type questions also done by our one other faculties like in the mock test series. You can search in the same YouTube channel. It's also one more mock test paper solution which we done for the ideal and other batch is already there. You can check those questions also, okay? You can practice them also. So here it is the same similar type questions. Object and image will be coincide. This time magnification is -1. You know this theory, right? Look at this. And where's the image here? Image formed is 40 centimeter. Then tell me, Bacho, what is object here? Object is also 40, right? It's a special case. Object and image distance were same. So no need to do a calculation over here. See, where is the object be placed? Object be placed, the answer is 40 centimeter in front of the mirror. You want to make good presentation. So students only write like 40 centimeter, then leave it. You want to write 40 centimeter can be behind and in front. So conceptually it is in front. So write your answer. Object should be kept 40 centimeter in front. Okay, this is one approach. So object distance is 40 centimeter in front, so it is minus 40 centimeter. That's one method, okay? The same problem you can do by this method. Look at this. Magnification is -1. Magnification of mirror is V by U. Minus V by U is how much? Minus V by U is -1. So from here, we have to find U, right? That's the question, U. So U will be, you can take to U to that side, and U will be from here. U into -1 and minus get cancelled. You will get U is equal to V. What's the V value? Minus 40 centimeter. This way also you can do. One is like a conceptual level, one is like a numerical level. All right. Both way is fine. Both steps were accepted. Both the steps were accepted. But this is excellent thingy. Okay. You want to go with this perspective, then you can kill more questions. All right. That's fine. So where would be the image? Okay. Then next part of the question, 3 mark, right? So where would be the image if the object is moved further 20 centimeter towards the mirror? So this is 40. What is this? Okay. What is Kent? So this is 40. This is what we call C. Then what will be the focus? Where will be the focus? Focus will be, sir, exactly 20 centimeter. Focus will be 20 centimeter, right? So if you move the object 20 centimeter closer, then second case, where will be the object will come? Its second case is similar to object at focus, right? Object at focus. Object at focus. Understood that? So where would the image be obtained when the object is moved towards the 20 centimeter? So when objects move 20 centimeter, where you are now? you are at the focus. Initially you are at C. If you move at 20 centimeter further, you are at F. You know, when objects at F, where will be the image will be formed? Infinity. Image will be formed at infinity. That's answer, right? Are you okay? Where would the image be obtained? So image will be obtained infinity. That's fine. Look at the next part. State the reason. Also draw the ray diagram. What's the reason? Reason is object at focus. And what's the ray diagram corresponding to this? Parallel light ray. Parallel light ray. After the reflection, it will passes through the focus. And a ray which is striking towards the pole reflect with the same angle. Both of them are parallel. So many of the students were not putting the arrowhead properly in marking scheme. If you carefully listen, then we observed that if you are not keeping like arrowhead properly, which ray is going to strike and which ray going to leave, if you are not properly marked, you will lose half mark. Okay, careful those points. And see, this is a parallel. Where the parallel ray will meet infinity, so image will meet infinity. That's the ray diagram. Understood, right? So this is a 3-mark question. Easy, right? Easy. So one of the very important pattern. You guys can expect this. All right. Maybe this may be your upcoming May 5th, your school test, maybe this question will come. Then you just give laddu to the chocolate, okay? Laddu and chocolate to the Excel. Okay, don't forget that. Yes. So come to the OR question of this one. Similar type questions. I think when I discuss this, whenever, after this question, one of the student who are feel like outstanding, performance is outstanding, they made a mistake over these questions. So let's see, where's the hidden part? I made a hidden twist over here. See this one. All of you will look at this. So a student has focused the image of a candle flame on a wide screen. Image is focused on a wide screen. Okay, screen. This kind of points are very important. Twisted point. It's a concave mirror. What's the meaning of image formed on the screen? It's called a real image. And it's a concave mirror. Concave mirror. That's fine. The situations are given below. Length of the flame. The object which is kept. How much is the length? 1.5 centimeter. What's the focal length of the mirror? 12 centimeter. Distance is given. Distance of the object from the mirror is 18. Okay. If the flame is perpendicular to the principal axis, then calculate the following. How far? Here it is a twist. How far image from its object? Read that carefully. Usual questions are how far image from the mirror. It's not from the mirror. Very careful, okay? Very careful. Image from the object. You want to observe the question very minutely. Your observation skill also needed here. Listen to me. This is a concave mirror. Concave mirror. Length of the flame. Consider the flame is like this. What's the length? 1.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter. Don't upset. Don't be sad. If you make mistake, you are learning. You're making mistake means you are learning. Right, Annie sir? Whenever the cell, how the cell will grow, first you will break the cell, then only they will grow, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that way. Similarly, if you make a mistake, don't be sad. Practice the same thing, then you will grow. Okay? Yes, that's making mistake. Expert in everything was once a beginner. That's the point you want to remember. If you make a mistake, no issue. Rectify. Start work now. You are learning a new thing. Making mistakes means you are learning new things. All right? Look over here. So object size is 1.5 centimeter. Focal length of the mirror, let me mark. It is 12 centimeter is the focal length. 12 centimeter is the focal length. Distance of flame from the mirror is 18. So the flame is located 18 centimeter in front. 18 centimeter in front. So the question is asking how far is the image. So first of all, we can find the image distance. Hopefully you all find that. U will be how much here? U will be minus 18. Object is in front. You will be always negative for your 10th standard problems. Keep in your mind that. And what is asking? Image distance. So here focal length is given. Again concave mirror. Focal length is negative. Focal length is how much here? Focal length is minus 12 centimeter. So let me use the other board. So U will be minus 18. Right? Am I correct? U will be minus 18. Yes, that's correct. Focal length is minus 12. Am I correct? Focal length is minus 12. Yes, what we need? We need here image distance V. Okay. What's the mirror formula? 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. So from here F is you can substitute 1 by minus 12 equal to 1 by V plus what's the U value? Minus 18. You can carry that minus 18 to this side. The whole term to this side you will get 1 by V is equal to 1 by 18 minus 1 by 12. You are excelling in mathematics, right? You can do that. All mathematical steps are accepted from here. Okay, you can do LCM or cross multiplication. I am little bit convenient in cross multiplication. 12 into 1, 12. 12 minus 18, minus 6 will come. Denominator part 12 into 18. Denominator part 12 into 18. The 12 and 6 got cancelled, you will get 2. 2 into 18, 36. So you will get V is equal to minus 36. Am I correct, right? Okay, you guys are excelled in mathematics. That's why I'm not describing over there. So V will be minus 36 centimeter. Okay, V will be minus 36 centimeter. You got this, right? But the question they were asking, where the image is formed, minus 36. Where is the object here? Object is here, minus 18. Object distance is 18 centimeter. And image distance is minus means in front. So image will be in front. Where it is located? Located 30 centimeter from the pole. But the question here I intentionally kept like this. Okay, so to reduce your overconfidence in the mirror numericals. So question is asking what's separation between image and object. This gap they were asking. So if this is 36, this 18, then what's this gap? Separation is 18 centimeter. If you solve this one, definitely I will offer something to you. What separation between object and image? Okay, I will check your paper then who actually doing this correct answer. So the object and image separation will be 80 centimeter is the right answer. Alright, you understood this one? People only find like image distance from the mirror. But carefully look at the question. Where it is the image located from the object?
I think, sir, most of the students wrote 36 centimeters.
30 centimeter. Okay? Yes. In case you feel any doubt in this, rewatch this. It's already there in the YouTube.
Read the question carefully.
Yeah, read the question carefully. Yes. Is the solution? You might not be matched with my speed of calculation now. You can go back. It's not like usual class. It's question paper discussion. That's why. All right. What's the length of the image? That's not a difficult one. Self-explanatory point. Hopefully you solved that. Length of the image is asking. That is height of the image is asking. How much height of the image? What's the height of the object here? Height of the object is length of the flame is 1.5 centimeter. Height of the object is 1.5 centimeter. Then what's the V value you got? V value, I think you got minus 36, right? V value minus 36, U value minus 18. Okay, I'm writing from my mind the previous calculations. The answer is correct, right? Okay, so how will you find HI? Magnification of a mirror, you know, magnification of mirror, which is HI divided by HO, which is equal to minus V by U, HI is asking here. So HI by HO is how much here? 1.5, which is equal to minus, what's the V by U here? You can solve here itself. V by U, minus 36 by minus 82, right? That part become 2. So bring the 1.5 to there, you will get about 3. So it's HI, height of the image you will get minus 3 centimeter. Why it is negative? Because inverted. Below the print see negative. So height of the image is negative. Okay, negative 3 centimeter. Calculation you can watch it back. Okay. Yes, I'm not waiting you. So this question, I hope you all are keeping like this mock test question paper in your file and write a solution in your notebook. Okay. One more time you should redo this. All the solution will be present itself in the live. You can go back and check it. And you know one more thing. This kind of series of classes and science classes will be there in the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, Excel Education Center. You can subscribe and you can like and comment and share. Okay. So the next question, the next part of the question, if the distance between the mirror and the flame is reduced to the 10 centimeter. Look over here, the same concave mirror, and here it is a C, and initially were 18, right? 18 centimeter. Object is 18 centimeter. Object is 18 centimeter in front. Imagine say 80 centimeter is object. It is an initially. When you are moving the object to 10 centimeter is here. What's the 10 centimeter new locations criteria? Here focal length is how much? Focal length is 12. So 10 centimeter, this is 0, then where will be the 12 will come? Focal length will come. How will you mark the focal length? Focal length is at the 12, right? In a number line, if you consider 0, 10, 12, this will be the focal length. If you shifted the object into the 10, then where is currently the object? Object is trapped between optic center and focus. That means object is now, the location will be optic center and focus. What's the question here? Yeah. So then what would be the observed on the screen? Hey, nothing will be observed on the screen. Why? Because now the object comes between is pole, right? Is pole. Lens is called optic center. Center of the lens is called optic center. It's a pole. Center of the mirror is called a pole. Now the object comes between pole and focus. When objects between pole and focus, where will be the image? Image will be behind the mirror. Virtual. This time image never forms on the screen. Nothing will be obtained on the screen. Screen is useless at this case. Okay, so nothing will be obtained is the answer. And question is asking, draw the ray diagram. What's the ray diagram? Very famous ray diagram. Don't forget about this ray diagram. When the object is kept between pole and focus, what will be the ray diagram? You guys know, right? Practice this, okay? Practice many times. A paralight ray passes through the focus. Light which is incident to the pole reflect with the same angle. Where this light ray were meeting? No meeting on this side. You can extend back. They were meeting at that point. So observer appear that all the things come from here. This will be the image. Very, very important ray diagram. 5-star ray diagram. Don't forget this. Sure question. Okay, you understood this all right? Yes. I think next question is biology. Anisar will discuss the next question to you. I think Anisar, people, yes sir, Anisar, the people were getting through this simple paper discussions a lot of content, right? I think all over the science they were getting.
Okay, sure,
Yes.
sure, sir. So actually, this is only a 20 marks question.
Question,
But
even-
it is not 20 marks actually.
Yeah.
It is more than 30
Yeah.
or 40 marks, right? That much questions, that much information, that much knowledge. my
Quality
students.
content we are giving.
Okay.
Yes.
So actually, as he told, as Rafi sir told, this is not a single test. It's a series, my dear student. So just like you are always watching different series, right? A mock quest series. Mock quest series means what? Throughout the year. And till your board examination. Actually, that word is also wrong. Not till your board examination. It is only for Excel, only for 10th standard. No, my dear students. We are extending.
11th, NEET, and
We are
JEE.
extending our journey for 11th standard. We are extending for 12th standard and for NEET as well as for JEE. And we are providing all the facilities, my dear students. Okay. So I think you are with us all the same. And thank
Okay,
you,
sir.
Rafi sir.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
what a good explanation
yes.
it is.
Okay.
And physics is safe and chemistry is safe. And why biology is safe or not, my dear students? We can discuss the last question. And my dear students, in May 5th, you are having the science examination and science examination, my dear students. So that's why each and every second, each and every moment, because in the May 5th, you are going to write the first unit test or first PT test in your school. So that's
I
why.
think sir, May 5th, I have one more, na? NEET also, the students were writing NEET
your
also.
seniors.
Our seniors are,
Your
our
super
students-
seniors, right?
Our students are also appearing the NEET. The same day they were doing like
First
the
PT.
school test also, right?
Okay.
Excellent
That's a
coincidence.
coincidence. Exact
Okay.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so your super seniors are going to write the NEET examination. We can expect more doctors from Excel itself. And we are also waiting for you, my dear student. Come and join with the science group and physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics and come with Excel, my dear students. We can explore the world, right? We can explore the world with knowledge, my dear students. We are here, right? Hey Habibi,
Yeah, come to Excel.
Come to Excel, and that is what we are saying, my dear students. Anyway, and your time is very valuable, right? Because this is not a time for talking here and then. Because the most important thing, the third mark question you can see. Oh, so you have to fill some columns only. I think again I'm moving into our stomach itself. Oh, so sometimes you are thinking why I am always thinking about stomach. Food is very important, right? And not only the KFC, right?
Yeah.
And all of them telling that KFC, and it's not KFC, my dear students. All types of foods are important. And here you can see the gastric glands present in the wall of stomach. Our stomach is having a type of glands called gastric glands. In our buccal cavity is having a gland called salivary glands. Our stomach is having a gland called gastric glands, and the liver is producing bile juice like that. Gastric gland is producing some secretions are there. What are the secretions, my dear student? You have to fill. It's a 3 marks question. 3 marks question means what? For each one, half mark. Half into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half into 6. 3 marks question, my dear student. If you miss one, and that half mark is gone. So that's why 3 marks, a minimum of 6 points are required. And what is the first one? And gastric glands. I think you are very familiar with this one. And I think all students are coming out from the Excel examination hall with a happy smile. And and these are questions are very easy, right? And there are some tricky questions are also there. Anyway, and this is the first one. What is the first one? Can you say what is the first one, my dear students? What is the first one? And here you can see the gastric glands present in the wall of stomach. The first one is nothing but HCl, the hydrochloric acid. You know that the hydrochloric acid is the first one. If hydrochloric acid is the acid here, what is the function? And you have to write only one function. But you are Excel students, right? You are Birla students, right? Anyway, you have to write two functions, right? Why 2 functions? They asked only one, but you have to write 2, my dear students. Okay, and the first one is killing all the harmful germs. Hydrochloric acid, right? That much pH. You studied in chemistry the pH, right? And what is pH? You can see what is the pH of stomach actually? It is less than 2. Less than 2 means what? That much acidic. 7 is neutral, right? And less than 2 means what? That much acidity is there in your stomach, right? So that's why HCl is providing that acidity to kill all the harmful germs. and we are eating different types of food, right? And all the food may contain some harmful microbes, right? All are killed, my dear student, completely killed by HCl, the first function. And second function we discussed in the first question, it can activate pepsinogen, inactive pepsinogen to pepsin. Any one of the function is enough to get the mark, but you know, in the board examination, and you know, a totally an unknown person is evaluating your paper, right? In your school examination, no issue. Your school teacher is evaluating your paper, and your school is putting the question paper. But you know, the board examination, and you know, the CBSE is putting the question paper. CBSE is evaluating the paper, and you know, CBSE is declaring the results. So that's why these two are important. They are killing the germs as well as they are activating the inactive enzyme. And what is the second one, my dear student? HCl. You know that what is the next one? And this is what we call what pepsin. That also we discussed in the previous one. Pepsin, the function is nothing but for the digestion of proteins. And you know, I already told in the beginning, and only one type of food is digested in your stomach. That is what we call what protein. A sure short question, either for your board examination or for your school examination. Both are important, and pepsin can digest protein. What's the last one? I already told what is in the beginning. HCl is an acid, right? So there may be chance for damaging the internal wall. So that is why the reason our stomach should be, for example, if this is the esophagus and if this is the stomach, my dear student, and this is the small intestine, here one sphincter is there, and this is the stomach. It's an empty stomach, right? Okay, anyway, and this is HCl is there, and HCl is damaging the internal wall, right? So that's why what we need, my dear students, please come on. And here you can see our stomach is internally lined by a material called mucus, my dear student. Our stomach is well protected. Internally or externally? Internally. Our stomach is internally well protected from HCl. That is what we call a mucus. So what is the function? Mucus can protect our stomach from HCl. That's why the reason taking food at proper time is important. If you are not taking food at proper time, what will happen? HCl may damage the mucus, and there is an issue called what? Acidity related issue. There will be chance for asking application level question. This is one of the 3 mark, my dear students, and I'm moving into the last question. Okay, and here you can see what is the first one. There are 2 options are there. Sorry, not 2 options. There are 2 questions are there. Write the balanced chemical equation of photosynthesis. It's a common question, my dear students. It's not a difficult one. So without wasting the time, we can write, my dear students, that question. What is that? Here you can see how many carbon dioxide, my dear students? 6 carbon dioxide. And how many water molecules? There are 12 water molecules. And most of the students, you know, this arrow is very, very important, because the above the arrow you have to write something, and below the arrow you have to write something. And here, you know, this is what we call what? Sunlight, because sunlight is very essential for photosynthesis. Here one word is there, no? Photo, P-H-O-T-O. Photo means what? Sunlight, right? Photo, sunlight. And synthesis means what? Preparation. Photosynthesis, preparation of food in presence of sunlight, photosynthesis. So sunlight is very important. Sunlight is very important. That sunlight, how can we absorb? Is it possible to absorb sunlight by human? We cannot, and only plants can. And using a pigment, and what is that pigment called? What? There is a green colored pigment is there in plants, that is called what? Chlorophyll. And what are the products formed, my dear students? What are the products formed? You are very familiar with a carbohydrate, a monosaccharide, a sugar, that is nothing but glucose. How many carbon? 6 carbon compound you can see. It is a hexose. Hexose, hexose. It's a 6 carbon compound. And you know, the Maheshwar is always discussing about the balancing equation, right? And you know, here already it is given balancing of equation. So you know, if the equation is not balanced, even in biology itself, it's a problem, because you are studying science, not only a particular subject. So that's why here this is not balanced, you know that. So to balance that one, here you can see there are 6 H2O and 6 O2. And this is the equation, my dear student. And you know, 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, C6H12O6, the glucose, plus 6 H2O plus 6 O2. The O2 is moving out of the plant through stomata, the guard cell. You studied, right? And that is a balanced chemical equation. Okay, and moving to the next one, draw an experimental setup. And you know, this is not related with the theory part, it is related with the activity part. Activity-based questions are also very important, my dear students. And you know, there are 3 or 4 activities we completed, right? And here one activity to show the process of decolorizing a green leaf. Already the leaf is green in color. How can you remove the green color from a leaf? I'm going to draw the diagram. All of you look at the board, my dear students. It's very easy. Look at the board, please. Here you can see, first of all, I will change the color, that is better. And here you can see there is a beaker, my dear students, and there is a beaker, and the beaker with the water, you know that, and you have to label in the last, my dear student. First of all, you have to draw. This is the beaker with water, and here, and I'm keeping a test tube, my dear students, and I'm keeping a test tube over here, and the test tube, you know, I'm putting a green colored leaf, you know that, all of you listen, a green colored leaf here you can see, and what is filled inside, my dear student, that is more important. And here, this is what we call what? The alcohol. And most of the students are, where is alcohol, where is water, and always a confusing one. So we can label one by one. This is what we call what? Beaker. And you know, when you are labeling, my dear students, you know, and there is a rule is there in biology. If you want to label a part, all the labeling should be there only in right side. Hey, all labeling should be there only in right side. So that's why you have to draw the diagram in the left side. You have to label everything in the right side. Some students are there labeling in upper region, lower region. You will get the mark, but at the same time, the scientific method of labeling a diagram means what? Label everything in the right side. Okay, and this is, as you all know, that this is the water, and this is the green colored leaf you can see. This is what we call ethanol, my dear students. And here you can see this is the test tube. And these are the 5 parts to be labeled. Anyway, if you draw the diagram itself, you will get the mark. And here you keep in your mind, this diagram is still incomplete, right? Only one more. What you have to complete, my dear students? Here you have to keep a flame over here. You have to keep a flame over here. So that's why it is not possible to heat alcohol directly. You are not supposed to heat directly the alcohol, and you know the heat is moving into the water first. From water, the heat is moving into the alcohol. And you know, when we heat the alcohol directly, oh, my dear student, the lab will not be there in that area. So that's why, and leave it, my dear student, that is what we call what? The 2. So that's about the questions, my dear students. And Rafi sir and my sir, can we wind up? Okay, yeah, so please come, sir. All of you, please come. Okay. And I think you know you enjoyed the last session, physics, chemistry, and biology. I think you enjoyed. My dear students, just a beginning only. And Rafi sir, please say something.
Similar to this, you know, these questions are not a normal level. Actually, these questions are set for the students. I'll also watch this YouTube channel, sir.
Sure.
They will think that this question is like not expected in CBS. You know, it's not like that. We discussed already one preliminary level of question set in our worksheet, etc. in our classes. This is secondary level questions. Actually, we said we are expecting for the board. So it's a gradual process: level 1, level 2, level 3, and we'll come to more hard questions and more advanced questions. Maximum level of questions you can make like 100 out of 100 in science, like in the 10th standard. Those questions also we will come across the series. Okay, and the another thing will be you can follow this channel, and it will be always science and mathematics related content will be present over here. All right.
And one more thing, this is very small fraction of chapter only, and we back with you like the bigger questions, hot questions, and everything. Okay, don't worry about it. So we are winding up now.
Yeah, so thank you for staying.
Okay, my dear students. So once again, you know, subscribe our channel, my dear students, because I would all know throughout the year we need you at in your fingertip, my dear students, because everything is there in your fingertip. And you know, after conducting the exam, the same day itself you are getting the solution. And you know, it's a journey, my dear students. We are always with you.
Definitely, you guys can trust us.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay then. Bye.
So
Okay,
thank you.
thank
Bye.
you.
Good night, all of you. Bye.
Bye.